Ladies and gentlemen, I want to read you a Washington Examiner article. PR Executive 1 identified as longtime Clinton advisor who fed falsehood to steal Dossier source. The PR Executive 1, the public relations executive, in Special Counsel John Durham's indictment against Christopher Steele's source, Igor Danchenko, has been identified as a longtime Clinton advisor and a possible originator of false dossier claims. Danchenko, was charged with 5 counts of making false statements to the Federal Bureau of Investigation that Durham claims he made about information he provided to Steele for his company reports, which became the Steele dossier. One alleged lie was Danchenko denying he spoke with Charles Dolan about anything in the dossier, despite a claim from Dolan about Trump's then campaign manager Paul Manafort making it into the dossier via Danchenko. Now, here's the issue here. Okay, you have 5 counts, so there are numerous laws being alleged that are alleged to have been broken. You might say, well, nothing's ever going to happen. Oh, my goodness. Like, well, it's already happening. You don't need an indictment assessment. You need the information derived from that trial. So this is the first time, the Sussman trial was the first time in the history of mankind that 2 people within Clinton's campaign, Mark Elias and Robbie Mook, testified that Clinton fed lies to the media knowingly. That's never happened before. Okay? I can only imagine all the information derived from this trial. We now know that not only did Clinton purchase the dossier, send Sussman to fabricate the whole Alpha Bank nonsense, but that a Clinton operative was feeding or working with the Steele dossier source. Okay, so that alone is a huge victory for a number of reasons that I'll get to in a minute or a second or a couple seconds. But hit subscribe to this channel. Check out my segment at 8 a.m. on the fact that Hunter's investigations in the House, when the House oversight is run by Trump Republicans, when Republicans take over the House and the Senate, because the recession that Biden and Democrats caused, that I predicted in October of 2021, gets much worse. Okay, so you didn't like Trump's tweets, so you voted for recession and real wages down 4.4% and inflation at 9.1%. Congratulations. Hope you're happy. But anyway, Trump Republicans will take over the House and the Senate. There will be endless investigations of Hunter, parallel investigations of the Durham Probe special counsel, and probably numerous impeachments, okay, for actual crimes. Like, these people actually committed crimes. It wasn't like with Trump, they're desperately trying to find something on Trump. That's why they say, oh, we're investigating. What did he do? Well, he did this and that and this. No, it's always hyperbolic. But anyway, or they always engage in hyperbole. But anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. Be here at 8 and 11 a.m. every day. Check out my segment prior to this one on Hunter and the 150 business transactions leading to impeachment and further investigations. That's a very important segment prior to this one at 8 a.m. Be here every day, 8 and 11 a.m. You want to support my work, my Patreon link is below. To my new Patreons, thank you so much. I can't do this without you. I will have a live stream tonight. Your support there is very important as well. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some people. So the people who watch this channel, very important to me, and I thank you. Subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel and also the Nuclear Confrontation channel. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, other publications, go to hagoodman.com. Please go ahead and read my article in the Federalist predicting the stock market crash and the economic downturn and recession. That was published in October of 2021, and that is below in the description. If you look, Durham said Dolan, quote, actively campaigned and participated in calls and events as a volunteer for Hillary Clinton in 2016. Durham said Dolan interacted with senior Russian Federation leadership whose names would later appear in the company reports. So it's like these people are the ones who colluded. The Russian collusion is actually on the Democratic side with the Steele dossier and with Uranium One, but that's a whole other story. And I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. I want every single liberal pundit and YouTuber to beg their viewership to vote for Hillary again. I want to see that happen. Everyone who tried and failed to disparage me in 2016 when I said, yeah, Clinton is going to lose to Trump, and they were like, nah. I want to see those people tell their viewers again to vote for Clinton. In addition to other reasons, we need to relive 2016 again. I'm a relic or a dinosaur of 2016. So, and I think that any self-respecting individual, I mean, just look at the difference in terms of the economy and foreign policy. Trump was a great president. Remove the apoplectic and hysterical media coverage for a moment. Just remove all of that. Even his tweets. Did he say things he shouldn't have said? Yeah. Um, did he allocate more funding to historically black colleges and universities than any president ever? Yes. Did Trump preside over record lows in poverty, record highs in household median income? Yes. Real wages were up under Trump. The opposite is taking place now. Okay, Trump was also the first president, the only president ever to sign an executive order combating anti-Semitism on college campuses. A lot of great things he did. Okay, the first president stepped foot in North Korea, the Doha Agreement, which Biden completely botched. Those 13 Americans should be alive today. Those over 100 Afghans should be alive today. It was May 1st, 2021 withdrawal. We can go on forever. The Abraham Accords, we can go on forever. Trump was a very good president. Achieved a great deal more than President Obama in 8 years in terms of foreign policy and also economic policy. You can debate that. That's another story. But you look at what we have now. Recession, inflation at 9.1%, real wages down 4.4%, manufacturing is down, is slowed. So I did work on the stock market crash channel, 4 segments yesterday. I'm doing 4 segments today. I already have a segment up on the stock market crash channel, actually 2 segments. Subscribe there, hit subscribe there. But we're going to have a devastating economic downturn. It's going to, Nouriel Roubini, infinitely, a lot more brilliant than most people, especially, myself. He's stating that it's going to be a very, very difficult recession. And anyone who thinks otherwise is delusional. I think he used the word delusional. But anyway, look at what we have now. And so a big reason why we have incompetent, inept people in government, in the House, the Senate, and the executive, Democrats, is the epitome of fake, false, absurd news stories, obsessions, like this obsession with Trump that he worked with Russia, that he was installed by the Kremlin. None of this happened. Now, the Durham Probe Special Counsel is just slowly revealing all the dirty tricks and all the things that took place. You might say, well, nothing's ever going to happen. Yes, people will get indicted. More people get indicted. People will get convicted. Danchenko will very likely, Steele Dossier subsource, will very likely get convicted of at least one count. There's 5 counts there. He should plead. He should strike a plea deal with the Durham Probe Special Counsel. That's what he should do. Because he's not going to get the same treatment as Sussman got for 1 count of lying, and he was a high-powered attorney. And so he was given the benefit of the doubt, and there were other advantages he had as well. But the point is, you can't look. We're going into November. Trump Republicans taking over the House and Senate. Political momentum is shifting away from Democrats. You can't go into this thinking nothing's ever going to happen. There should be the enthusiasm of looking at, okay, impeachment is right around the corner. We know that Biden's infinitely more corrupt than Trump. We know this through voicemails, through emails, through financial transactions, through actual evidence, not just people saying that Trump threw his dinner at the wall. Okay, Trump knew this. How do we know? Because somebody told him. All of this gossip and hearsay has nothing to do with Hunter's emails and 150 suspicious financial transactions, money flows, hundreds of millions of dollars in deals made where he's selling the country out. And so Trump didn't do that. They say, well, Kushner made money too. Kushner's family is worth $1.8 billion. The whole thing with Joe Biden was that he had no money. He was the least, he was the poorest senator for decades. And then suddenly he got $10 million in the span of 8 years. So how did that happen? Well, it's not rocket science. Democrats can't look in the mirror. They have obsessed over Trump Part of the obsession is this entire Steele dossier and what Clinton and Bill and Hillary created. That's another reason why we needed Hillary Trump 2024. Could put all the demons to rest. Obviously, I think Trump would win that matchup, but anything's possible. So you look at what took place, and the more information we get, in addition to the indictments that we get in the future, in addition to the trials that we get, the greater the chances, the likelihood that people will actually be held accountable. Your rebuttal from a lot of viewers, oh, nobody's ever going to be held accountable. It's like, well, look at the media, look at the intelligence agents, look at American politics in the early 2000s. Trump Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld, the Lincoln Project people, were the epicenter of corruption. The pendulum swung big time. The pendulum will also swing away from Democrats. So what you see now in American politics, the double standard, that's not going to be the case. Not even for a year from now. Definitely focus on the actual investigations within the special counsel, John Durham special counsel, James Comer with the House Oversight, the Senate, the House Judiciary with Jim Jordan. These are all very important. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. I'll be back in a couple of hours with an upload on this channel, and also later this evening for the live stream. Be here. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, and subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel and also the Nuclear Confrontation channel. Thank you.